Meet Phill Edwards, the BNP's national press officer. Party members call him the Doc on account of the fact he has a PhD. This is the Doc talking about black people.
It's not a question of whether we like or dislike them, it's a question of whether they, as a racial group, are of any danger, shall we say, to the peace, stability and the indigenous culture of Britain, and we think that they are.
That was an extract from a recording of a private telephone conversation between Phill Edwards and a university student back in January 2005. The student contacted Sky News after taking part in a weblog on our website. He felt there was a difference between what Phill Edwards said in public and in private.
Do you actually work, or are you a student?
I'm a student, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when you go to work and you pay taxes, imagine paying all that tax to give money to single parents in London who've got 3 or 4 black kids.
I don't care whether their kids are black or white, to be honest.
Well, you should do.
Why?
Well, because the black kids are going to grow up dysfunctional, low IQ, low achievers, drain on welfare benefits in the prison system, and probably go and mug you. So, therefore, you should care. It's very irresponsible of you not to care.
We played the recording to Phill Edwards and asked him to explain his views.
You'll find that, they're into crime, they've got lower IQ, they're underachievers, blah, blah,
Well, fair enough. I mean, it's rather intemperate language. I mean, it's not the sort of language which one. I mean, if I thought that was going to be recorded and broadcast to the world, I would have used not such intemperate language. But I mean, let's be honest about it. The facts are there.
Phill Edwards is a scientist. He believes his views are not racist, but supported by genetics.
The point of the matter is this, that people in black or sub-Saharan Africa have been not under the same, shall we say, pressures of selection that we have in this part of the world, and that has made, on average, our people slightly more intelligent. Now that can be seen quite clearly if you look at, say, the history of black Africa. I mean, there have been certainly no great civilizations that have ever formed in sub-Saharan Africa, no great science, I mean, for instance, to put it crudely, there's no black Mozart, is there? There's no black Dickens. I mean, I don't want to knock the black people, but you've asked me these questions and I'm being quite honest with you.
You don't think this is racist, and you're happy that if you put someone in a room and explain this to them and give them long enough, that they would come round and see it your way?
I think that they would take off they would not be frightened to accept the fact that there is...
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, can I just... Sorry to interrupt, Phil, because I think we should try and test this. Can I just ask you very quickly, I'm going to read something to you, and I'd like you to tell me whether you think this is racist or not. Okay? Because black kids are going to grow up dysfunctional, low IQ, low achievers that drain our welfare benefits and the prison system, and are probably going to mug you. That's a verbatim quote. Do you think that view is racist?
Definitely. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, a white child is just as likely to do that as a black child.
Well, I'm afraid I just can't agree with that. That is incorrect, and you're entitled to your view, but it's just not true.
This is Phill Edwards, who's head of communications for the British National Party.
Yes, Will.
Yeah, of course, we're terrible people, yeah.
Is the new BNP really very different from the old one?
And I'm here to meet Mark Collett, the leader of the Youth BNP, or British National Party. Your belief system permeates every aspect of your life, isn't it? You wouldn't sleep with black women, you don't like listening to black
basically, no, I didn't say, basically, I wouldn't sleep with black women because I don't find them physically attractive. I've never really seen, an actual Afro-Caribbean woman, I've never seen a physically attractive Afro-Caribbean woman.
There's millions of them. Halle Berry!
They've got bubble lips, big noses.
Beautiful lips, beautiful noses. Halle Berry, she's gorgeous, man.
I don't think Halle Berry is beautiful, you know what I mean? I just don't find blacks attractive. I don't think a lot of lads do.
I like black women in general. Nice asses.
I disagree.
Good energy.
I have seen Ricky Lake and I know what it's all about.
Yeah.
Grossly obese black women in bikinis thinking they look good. It's not. It's like what I said in The Guardian. He said, what about Lenny Henry? He's got a white wife. And I said, look, it's not ideal, but I wouldn't have sex with Dawn French, would you?
Yeah, she's got huge tits.
Yeah, and she should also have to fart regularly for you to find her funny.
Oh, mate. What do you do at Camp Excalibur then? What's all that about? Excalibur?
Well, basically, Camp Excalibur is basically a weekend where young people get together, shoot each other with paintball guns, go canoeing, get a little bit beard up, and have a good laugh. And it's affordable for any kids, it's only 10 quid. So where else can like working class kids come and do paintballing, canoeing, abseiling, climbing, all that stuff? Have a good laugh for 10 quid for a weekend.
Well, that's
nowhere.
the thing. Why
We're helping people.
If black kids want to go.
Well, you know what I mean? They can't.
Here in West Yorkshire live the BNP poster family, the Casses. Nick Cass is the BNP's party manager. He's a fully paid employee and a close political ally of the controversial leader Nick Griffin. As well as being a full-time mum, Susie Cass works as a fitness instructor. Nick's politics affect even the most fundamental areas of family life.
In my birth plan, you write down exactly how you want your birth to go, and you know, you request some of your wishes, and one of my requests was that I wanted, you know, a white European midwife.
And what happened?
I actually was given a Caribbean lady midwife, and I had to ask if they didn't mind to find another midwife.
What was it about it that didn't make you feel comfortable?
Well, I just wanted a white midwife.
But for what reason?
Because I'm white. You know, yeah, it was being awkward.
Was that your idea or was it Nick's idea?
What do you think?
You tell me.
It was Nick's idea.
The British National Party is my baby.
But do you call black people niggers?
I do in private sometimes, why not?
To come this far, I've had to get close to two key neo-Nazis.
Anyone from any group can join, as long as we agree to join. But the new idea is that really, as well you've got other people, we're working, if we organise something and we raise money, what we do, 20% of what we raise goes to the National Front. Right. 20% goes to the British National Front. Yeah. And the other 60% of what we raise goes to the Right Defence Force. And that's so you're friends with the NF, you're friends with the BNP.
Keeps everyone happy, doesn't it?
It keeps them all happy, it means you've got a lot of people to back you up.
Paul Lindley is round our house to tell us more.
I've got Sharon Davis' phone number, I've actually changed it now. And Frank Bruno's more.
Frank Bruno's more.
He's a fucking black bastard. You know, just ring up, give more shit down the face. I was fucking Frank in the pantomime and things like that. You know, the shit. Sharon Davis and the little nigger kids. So Ian Wright, football.
Well, you've got to sort this car. One of their leaders has already been jailed for distributing the hate lists that led to these calls, which plague leading members of the black community and their families.
There's no need to try. You get straight on the burn. You have a survey your road. Yeah. What? Any last words? He says he isn't a drug dealer.
Just burn him.
He thinks he's not black. He's said enough. He's charged with being black. Yeah, get on there.
You're really clever.